Hello folks, welcome back to Motivated Investing. Non-fungible tokens or NFTs are cryptographic assets on blockchain with unique identification codes and metadata that distinguish that from each other. Unlike cryptocurrencies, they cannot be traded or exchanged at equivalency. This differs from fungible tokens like cryptocurrencies, which are identical to each other and therefore can be used as a medium for commercial transactions. The distinct construction of each NFT has the potential for several use cases. For example, there are in ideal vehicles that digitally represent physical assets like real estate and artwork because they are based on blockchains. NFTs can also be used to remove intermediaries and connect artists with audiences or for identity management. NFTs can remove intermediaries, simplify transaction, and create new markets. Much of the current market for NFTs is centered around collectibles such as digital artwork, sports cards, and rare trees. Perhaps the most hyped space is NBA Top Shot, a place to collect non-fungible tokenized NBA moment in a digital card form. Some of these cards have sold for millions of dollars. Recently, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey tweeted a link to a tokenized version of the first tweet ever written where they wrote, "Just setting up my Twitter." The NFT version for the first tweet has already been bid up to $2.5 million. Understanding NFTs, like physically money, cryptocurrencies are really fungible that can be traded or exchanged one for another. For example, one Bitcoin is always equal in value to another Bitcoin. Similarly, a single unit of Ether is always equal to another unit. This fungibility characteristics make cryptocurrency suitable for use as a secure medium for transaction in the digital economy. NFTs shift the crypto paradigm by making each token unique and irreplaceable, thereby making it impossible for non-fungible token to be equal to another. They are digital representations of assets and have been linked to digital passports because each token contains a unique non-transferable identity to distinguish it from another token. They are also extensible, meaning you can combine one NFT with another to breed a third unique NFT. Just like Bitcoin, NFTs also contain ownership details for easy identification and transfer between two token holders. Owners can also add metadata or attributes pertaining to the asset in NFTs. For example, tokens representing coffee beans can be classified as fair trade, or artists can sign their digital artwork with their own signature in the metadata. NFTs involved from the ERC-721 standard developed by some of the same people responsible for the ERC-20 smart contract. ERC-721 defines the minimum interface ownership details, security, and metadata required for exchange and distribution of gaming tokens. The ERC-1155 standard takes the concept further by reducing the transaction and storage costs required for NFTs and batching multiple types of non-fungible tokens into a single contract. Perhaps the most famous use case for NFTs is that of CryptoKitties. Launched in November 2017, CryptoKitties are digital representations of cats with unique identification on Ethereum's blockchain. Each kitty is unique and has a price in Ether. They reproduce among themselves and produce new offspring, which have different attributes and valuations as compared to their parents. Within a few short weeks or being launched, CryptoKitties racked up a fan base that spent $20 million worth of Ether purchasing, feeding, and nurturing them. Some enthusiasts even spent upwards of $100,000 on the effort. While the CryptoKitties use case may sound trivial, succeeding ones have more serious business implications. For example, NFTs have been used in private equity transactions as well as real estate deals. One of the implications of enabling multiple types of tokens in a contract is the ability to provide escrow for different types of NFTs, from network to real estate into a single financial transaction. Fungibility is a term of art from economics. An asset is fungible if it can be exchanged for another of the same type. Money is fungible. The $20 bill in my wallet is the same as the $20 bill in yours. We could swap bills and nothing would change. We'd have the same amount of money. Non-fungible assets can be exchanged in this way. A house is non-fungible. We could swap houses, but we'd each have something different. The same is true of cars and furniture and many other items. If I borrowed your car and returned a different one, you would have something to say about it, even if the car I gave you was worth the same as the one I borrowed. Why are non-fungible tokens important? Non-fungible tokens are an evaluation or evolution over the relatively simple concept of cryptocurrencies. Modern finance systems consist of sophisticated trading and loan systems for different asset types, ranging from real estate to lending contracts to artwork. By enabling digital representations of physical assets, NFTs are a step forward in the reinvention of this infrastructure. To be sure, the ideal of digital representation of physical assets is not novel, nor is the use of unique identification. However, when these concepts are combined with the benefits of tamper-resistant blockchain of smart contracts, then they become a potent force for change. Perhaps the most obvious benefit of NFTs is market efficiency. The conversion of a physical asset into a digital one streamlines processes and removes intermediaries. NFTs representing digital or physical artwork on a blockchain removes the need of agents and allows artists to connect directly with their audiences. They can also improve business process. For example, an NFT for a wine bottle will make it easier for different actors in a supply chain to interact with it and help track its provenance, production, and sale to the entire process. Consulting firm Ernst & Young has already developed such a solution for one of its clients, identity management. Consider the case of physical passport that need to be produced at every entry and exit point. By converting individual passports into NFTs, each with its own unique identifying characteristics, it is possible to streamline the entry and exit process of jurisdictions. Expanding this use case, NFTs can be used for identity management within the digital realm as well. NFTs can also democratize investing. Analyzing physical assets like real estate, it is much easier to divide a digital real estate asset among multiple owners than a physical one. The tokenization ethic need to be constrained to real estate. It can be extended to other assets such as artwork, thus a painting need not always a single owner. Its digital equivalent can have multiple owners, each responsible for a fraction of its painting. Such arrangements could increase its worth and revenues. The most exciting possibility of NFTs lies in the creation of the new markets and forms of investment. Consider a piece of real estate parceled out into multiple divisions, each of which contains different characteristics and property types. One of the divisions might be next to beach, while another is an entertainment complex, and yet another is a residential district. Depending on its characteristics, each piece of land is unique, priced differently, and represented with an NFT. Real estate trading, a complex and bureaucratic affair, can be simplified by incorporating relevant metadata into each unique NFT. Decentralized, a virtual reality platform on Ethereum's blockchain, has already implemented such a concept. As NFTs become more sophisticated and are integrated within financial infrastructure, it may become possible to implement the same concept of tokenized pieces of land, differing in the value and location in the physical world. Most NFTs are sold by auction, but there's nothing to stop you from selling them directly to buyers. NFTs are fascinating evolution of both the blockchain and the market in digital arts and collectible. Currently, the focus is on multi-million-dollar headline sales, but NFTs also create a sustainable economy for artists, writers, videographers, and musicians who struggle to monetize their work. The future of NFTs right now. NFTs are still in the infancy. As the NFT industry continues to develop, it is highly likely that the processes of creating, buying, selling, and storing NFTs will become increasingly frictionless. This will bring many more people into the space. It is unclear whether or not NFTs will develop into a $1 trillion plus market as traditional cryptocurrencies have. However, it might just be a matter of time before this happens at their current rate of progress. As always, if you have any feedback or comments, please let us know.